So today we are going to install Scout-X, Mad Dog Scout-X aux lights on this X-Pulse, and all the stuff is there with us. So we are going to get that and do the unboxing, and also show you guys what's in the box, right? So there will be a pair of lights, the clamps, then the harness pro and the switch pro. Those are the accessories what we are going to fit. And to start with, first and foremost, you need to take the seat off. And once you take the seat off, please make sure you keep it in a safe place. And then you need to remove few other parts from the bike, right? The side covers, right? There is one screw here, and there is one screw here. So it just comes off with a star, or you can use the flat. Some of the screws are a bit tight, so this is my brother's bike, and we took the delivery on the same day, and this is yet to go for the first service, right? So first service is pending. So this cover, it just comes off this way. As you can see, there is a rubber here, and then you pull it this way forward, and this is out. So we keep this safely, and then keep the screws in a safe place so that we don't misplace any of them. And similarly, need to remove the other side. Some of the screws are very tight. You might need a power screwdriver. So this was very tight, so it required a power screwdriver. That's out. We got this. Then we need to move this forward. I think there is a small rubber which has slipped out, which need to be put back. So we will need to put it this way. Okay. Taken off the screws. So now we need to take off the fuel tank. So to take the fuel tank off, you will need a 12 mm spanner or a ring. Just need to loosen this bolt, and it would come off very easily. And to take the tank off completely, there are some connections under the tank which I'm going to show you guys how to take them off, right? So first and foremost, there is one breather here which need to be taken off, right? So once you take off this breather from here, it will just free up your tank here, and there is one connected to the tank as well, right? This way. I'm not sure it's visible, but so this cable here, this pipe need to be removed. There is one more thicker breather pipe which also need to be removed. So you need to pull off all these pipes, otherwise you'll not be able to take the tank off. Okay, so then finally you have the fuel pump sensor here. Are you able to see that? Hopefully this one. So it's a press type. You just need to press it and pull this off this way, right? That's off. And then again there is one more which is actually the fuel pipe, which is going into your injector, this one on the side, right? So you'll need to turn it around a bit, then press the buttons on both the sides and take it off. It's usually very less space actually, so to get your fingers in there, it's sometimes a bit tough. Okay, there it goes. So we got that off. Then now the tank is out. So yes, we got off this connector, this connector, this connector. All these things are the ones what we got off, right? This was here, this was the fuel pump, this is the fuel. So yeah, now we will go ahead and show you guys what we are going to install, right? So we got to install this Scout X lights, right? Scout X lights, and there is a hardware which is provided here, which is nothing but the clamp which will go here, and there are screws. So I'll get that fitted, and then this is the switch Pro, the premium switch from Mad Dog, and this is the wiring harness Pro, the premium harness again. So yes, we are going to get the clamps fitted, we are going to get the switch fitted, and then I'm going to show you guys how to connect the wiring to your battery and how to connect this particular white wire, importantly, to your ignition switch, so that your lights operate only when your ignition is turned on. That's a very important aspect. So we are in process of taking this particular speedometer off in order to get access to the wiring loom here, which is where the ignition connector is, to which the switch would connect, the trigger switch would connect. So to take this off, you'll need to, there's a red locking mechanism here, you'll need to down that, and then you can pull this out this way, it comes off. So as you can see, right? So that's out now. So keep your speedometer safe. If you lose the speedometer, you cannot see the speed, right? So you have to keep it safe. So now this is the wiring loom which is there inside. So entire wiring loom is there. So we need to wriggle this a bit, juggle it, and find the connector here, right? So there's a huge bunch of wires inside, right? So you will find a lot of wires inside. So in that you will need to find one connector which is ignition, right? You can find it easily just by following the wire what is going from here, but otherwise, to keep things simple, this is the ignition wire, which is a two wire connector, which has got one single red and other one is a red with a black. So this is the connector where we would be connecting the switch, the trigger switch. So yeah, so let's now go ahead and put the wiring harness, and then I'm going to connect this to the battery, the red to the positive and the black to the negative, which is straightforward. And I'm going to tie up the relay here and then route this particular cable all the way along with the original wiring harness up till the headlamp. Okay guys, along with the Mad Dog Pro wiring harness, you get this connectors, right? So the thing is, the white trigger wire what is given with the wiring harness has this type of connector, and this is a female connector, so you would need one of the male connector here to connect it so that it becomes a plug and play. So none of the wires here would be uh, touched, right? The stock wires, none of the stock wires would be stuck, cut or peeled. So it's all going to be outside of that. So yes, we peel this out. Now what we are going to do is we are going to get to the ignition, right? As I said, this connector is ignition, what you see here. And what you need to do is, there are two wires in the ignition. One is red with black and one is red. So this wire, what you are going to connect to your trigger, the white wire, need to go to the red with black uh, part of the connector, right? So you got to slide it in into this way, right? And put your connector back. Like this. So once you're done with this, you're done with your connector for your switch, right? So this will go into this particular connector and your relay would start operating, right? So just connect it this way. So now you can see that your relay will operate along with your ignition, right? So the wiring harness, what you can see here, has been connected to the battery. The entire wiring has been routed. As you can see, wiring has been routed and cable ties put on, and wire has gone into the meter console where we have put in the connection to the switch inside. That is done, and we have the wires coming out for the left and right. I think it's on the other side. This is here. So which is where we are going to connect the aux lamps. I'm also going to show you the grill, what we are going to fit. It's again from Project 83X. So done with fixing these clamps, which again we ordered along with the lights. I'm going to leave the link to all these items in the description. So we did the clamps to the forks on both the sides, and we have these connections here ready to connect the left and right aux lights. Alright, so this is the headlight grill what we got from Project 83. So it came with these side attachments and the hardware, which we just put the screw here, Allen screws. And the best part is this particular side supports have rubber here, rubberized, so that it doesn't scratch your painted surface here. So this is going to go this way, and this also comes with its own hardware or the screws, right? Longer bolts, because the stock bolts are shorter, this size, and it wouldn't go. You need the longer bolts. So they have provided the longer bolts as well along with this product. So you just need to use them and put the longer bolts. That's about it. So we're done with the headlight grill. This is how it looks with the side mounts headlight grill, so your headlamp is protected when you are especially touring or you're out on the highway and any stone comes in and hits, so you have some safety here, right? So yeah, so we're done with installing the aux lights. As you can see, it's going to operate with the ignition switch, right? So when you turn on your ignition, so the lights are off at this point in time, and lights would work only with this particular switch, right? This is the lights what you have with your
You have to start the engine.
yeah. So this is how the fog lights are looking at this point in time. Amazing brightness, really good. And yes, and it's fused to the ignition, so it wouldn't work just with the switch, right? So that's the benefit of this. So yeah, and another thing is we are done with the Bobo charger also. So Bobo charger has been installed, cable has been routed again along with the wiring harness and got to the battery all the way. So Bobo charger is done, and the headlight grill is done. So now finally we are going to put the tank back, get all the connectors in place, and close this video. So yes, my friends, so that's little bit about accessory installation on the Xpulse. So today we did the Bobo charger on the Xpulse, we did uh, this particular grill, Project 83X grill, Scout X fog lamps, along with the Pro switch and the Pro harness. So that completes the accessories on the Xpulse at this point in time. So do let me know in case of any questions or in case of any suggestions. Happy to listen to you all, and thank you for watching.